mis amores, hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. Today's video is specifically for Pisces signs, sun, moon, or rising, since each of those tells you something different about yourself, your purpose, and your love life. We will be covering the challenges you faced up to this point in your life, the lessons you've learned that you're taking forward, blessings you can be grateful for now, and that are upcoming. And I'll also be revealing what makes you powerful. So here we have 4 different options because I don't think every person under a single sign is living these same experiences, and each option is from a different deck, as you can see. To pick as intuitively as possible, I encourage you to take a moment to breathe in and breathe out. Then once you have decided, check out the pinned comment or description below to click on the option you picked, and the video will fast forward itself to your reading. Since these are general readings divided into just a small group of options for all viewers, not everything in your message will resonate. Be discerning as to how you translate the messages to your life, but don't force a message to fit either. If nothing in the option you pick sounds like you, then you might have not picked intuitively, and you can come back here to pick a different option. If you're watching this during Pisces season, happy birthday, Pisces! But if you're watching at any other time, since this is a timeless reading, I hope you enjoy and you find insights that help you connect with yourself and empower you in love, career, health, mind, and soul. Hi Pisces Group 1, you chose the Moon card from the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot deck. Now we're going to look at your life challenges, lessons, blessings, and what makes you powerful. So first of all, when I pick the cards for each deck, I always pay attention to how the card was, like whether it was right side up or reversed, and yours was actually reversed, which I take it as a signal of like not being someone that completely embodies this energy of the card. As you can see here, we have what looks like a woman, like a female goddess, or she looks kind of angelic. She looks like she was painted and like she's a part of a fantasy world, like she's a romantic. So I kind of take that as you being a little bit more straightforward. You have your romantic side. Perhaps you do admire creative things like beautiful art and makeup and clothing. You could enjoy socializing or being quirky with your own small circle of friends. You could enjoy gossip, vintage lifestyles, and controversial topics like sensuality or the occult. Perhaps you also have this side of you that you don't really share with everyone. Everyone could see you as responsible and realistic, living a traditional life, but you have your private personal interests that only the few that get close to you, that you let in, actually get to know. And another energy I also felt is someone that actually differentiates your beliefs from those that you were brought up in. As for challenges, here we have the cards, 9 of Pentacles, Awakening reversed, which is the Judgment card, and the Universe, which is the World card. So from these, I do see your responsibility and independence and living a more straightforward life, which you could be questioning whether this is the right path for you. Judgment is about a calling, about decisions. And although on the surface you're doing great, you've achieved whatever you wanted, you've achieved great things, you've achieved your goals, there's something that could be nagging at you. Something feels like it's missing. but you tend to just shove it away. Because why change things? Why push things? You're already living a life that perhaps even others could envy. Why would you want to ruin that? I feel like your life has been easier than most because you were brought up in a family that taught you great values, a family and a home where you've been safe, where you had access to knowledge and resources. But there's kind of an underlying struggle to connect with like yourself and perhaps even with others. You could even feel alien and misunderstood amidst everyone, even though you have a great social life and you're constantly surrounded by people. And you might even wonder if anyone else notices you or notices life and asks questions, notices how your connections or the lifestyle you're in is very surface level, or notices and asks, even bothers to ask like, what's the point or why are things the way they are? So your challenges don't seem to be physical, don't seem to be like worldly problems, they're more so internal. And this is serving a purpose. You might be surprised if you seek some answers there. As for the lessons you've learned throughout your life up to this point, here we have the card 6 of Cups, which is the card of family and friendships, childhood memories, kindness, and self-love. So I see this connected with what I was saying here of like an awakening. I see you're waking up to your surroundings. You're really coming to realize everything you can be grateful in life. You're realizing you're so blessed. You're realizing how many different things in your journey have been gifts, that you have your cup full and now you can also serve for others. Any childhood wounds you might have carried with you towards adulthood, that could be something you're working on healing, cleansing your spirit, your energy. Some of you even giving away things, turning minimalist, preparing for a new journey. And this also connects with your lessons of the future, where we do have the 3 of Swords. This is a particularly beautiful 3 of Swords because of the glowing blades and these beautiful flowers right in the center. I'm feeling that your heart is really opening up, and with that comes the lesson of protecting your energy, separating your energy from others, so that you can be strong enough to keep healing, to keep helping, to keep giving and creating. Because you will be opening up to other worlds and pains, and you'll need to learn how to help without self-sacrificing or carrying on the weight of the world on your shoulders. Keep the savior mentality away, because savior mentality can verge on to control, where it's no longer about the other person, it's more so about you and like your image or your peace of mind, your validation. Now the blessings you can be grateful for. We have here the Queen of Cups, 7 of Pentacles reversed, and 5 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups shows your emotional strength, your calm and cool composure. Some of you perhaps have a therapist, or this could also be a doctor, a health coach, fitness coach, some type of mentor, or even all the ladies and helpers and creatives in your life that you're working with, whether it involves interior design, flowers and gardening, cooking, baking, hair, fashion, tea, and personal assistance. Those of you that are married, this could be your nurturing partner, the one that brings a special touch of beauty into your everyday life. And I'm totally sensing here actually that you could be like very highly paid in a very great, like a great job, or you're inherited money, you're in a family of money, because all of these cards basically look extravagant. And we did have the 9 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles is about working patiently, especially in like labor jobs. But with it being reversed, then it shows that it is actually your choice to work or not work. You choose your hours, your tasks and projects, and who you work with, where you work, that kind of thing. And the 5 of Pentacles, I feel, is like how you're contributing to others' lives. You have that ability to impact others. to help others, to raise them, educate them, provide them resources, connections. Even if you're not rich, you have a say-so. Your word holds power in some form or another. And you might even be giving to charities, which is not in everyone's abilities to do when they have to basically give all their money to themselves to cover bills. Or you might even have time to be able to volunteer, to work for free. Now, as for blessings in your future, here we have the Star, the Nymph of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, the Two of Pentacles reversed, and Five of Cups. And at the back of the deck, we did have the Seven of Wands. More excitement in your future of like stardom for some of you if you decide to take that route. There's double I just lost my words. There's double confirmation about that success here with these two cards, the Star and the Seven of Wands. It'll even take your words away, just like it was taking mine. You'll be a part of big theatrics, big premieres. This is all about putting on a show. But if that isn't your thing, it's still the energy of radiating with a purpose, some type of purpose you really connect with, where you'll be turning your blessings towards others. You'll be giving because you can. See in this image, this is you all surrounded by water and glowing cups. And then in this image, now you're pouring onto the flowers, into your garden, into the world. And using your intelligence. Swords are the element of intellect, of the mind and words. In both of these images, the women are naked. So this is showing vulnerability, whether it's your vulnerability, speaking truths, or expressing yourself in some manner that comes from your heart, or it's others that are vulnerable that you are a busy bee or become a busy bee to build a community that provides a safe space and tools for everyone's growth. Some of you might actually have a beautiful voice for speaking and being heard or for music, and you decide to take a chance with opportunities that will come with their trials and tribulations. But everything just makes you stronger. The Five of Cups traditionally shows a person that has spilled 2 of their 5 cups and is only focusing on the 2. It's about regrets, mistakes, but as you can see here, this isn't a person that is crying over spilled milk. This is a garden that is blooming and shooting rays of energy. With every obstacle, you'll come to realize more of your potential, more of what you didn't know you were capable of. And with your words, your actions, you'll be touching others' hearts. But now, let's see what makes you powerful. This card. Oh my goodness, look at that. We got the love card. Yeah. Wow, that gave me goosebumps. This is what makes you powerful, your heart. This is why you have a nagging feeling. This is what will serve your purpose, your actions, your goals, your future. Lead with love, not love like romantically where you're obsessed with someone, but rather love as in kindness and compassion. Because in our world, most people are too afraid to love deeply, or they take every trial, every challenge and obstacle as more proof as to why love doesn't exist. Love with all your might. Love unconditionally. Be vulnerable. Reconnect. Let the people you love know how much you're grateful to have them in your life, even if it's just 1 or 2 people. And live intuitively led by your passions. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick-a-card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos, since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Hi, Group 2 Pisces. So you chose the Moon card from the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. And now we're going to be looking at your life challenges, lessons, and blessings, and what makes you powerful. All right, let's see what challenges you've experienced in your life. And since we have these 3 cards reversed, I'll provide 2 examples or paths. I feel like you guys are spread into 2 groups, even though you're already a group. See, we have the 3 of Swords, the High Priestess, and let me show you what they look like. Right side up. And the 10 of Cups. All right, in one path, I see that perhaps I already felt that immediately with the Moon card, that in your family, you could have been separated from your family. You could have lost your family, not had a family, or been shunned, been isolated, differentiated, like the black sheep, because the Moon here, we have a lone wolf. And I was feeling like the energy of someone here that tends to dress rebellious, dress a bit darker, is a bit more in tune with their emotions, and perhaps even has like a witchy side, which was confirmed by the High Priestess here. This has a vibe of like a bad boy, bad girl, and being surrounded by people that have been unfortunately not so good for you, with lots of heartache, lots of stress, people using you, and for some also getting real dark and being abused. I'm so sorry about that. I personally know how difficult it is. And if it wasn't friends that were toxic and abusive, perhaps even for some of you, it was your parents or whoever was the authority figure in your life, because I'm also sensing some of you were orphans. So this isn't really separating into 2 groups anymore. It's more so all the different possibilities. But perhaps the 2 paths is that some of you completely turned away from your connection with the divine and trust in God, source, spirit, trust in the universe, trust in people, in yourself, in your gifts, while others, that could have been your source of escape, that could have been your only sense of safety, especially if you finally came to unite with your soul tribe, people that get you. So some of you are still searching while others have found it. And the lessons you've learned up to this point, we have justice. See, this can also be interpreted based on which path you're on, what you've learned from that experience, whatever traumatic experience you've had, because justice can be about vengeance and power and wanting justice, wishing bad karma on others. Or it can be the type of energy where you stand up for others to not experience what you have, where you learn to defend yourself with communication, healthy boundaries, and learn to love yourself. That everything you've experienced is not your fault. It does not identify you. You are who you choose to be, not what others have said you were. This is also about balance between reality and remaining a dreamer, and balance in health. Because I also sensed with the Moon this specific Moon card, the wolf here, that you could have used methods of escaping your experiences, your emotions, escaping your life, but finally coming to terms with the past, the current, present, the future, what you want for your future, and doing something about that unhealthy habit to escape, whichever that was for you. This shows courage and recovery. And with this card about what you'll learn in the future being the 2 of Cups, this is also showing not only your relationships, your connections with others, but it is also about your connection with yourself. Balancing what you give and what you take, learning to see yourself in a whole new light, and to see the world and others also in a whole new light. Learning to love again, or learning what love is. True love. healthy and balanced. Learning how to navigate relationships, what it takes to nurture connections. Then for blessings you can be grateful for now, we have the cards Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Wands reversed, and Death card. So death is totally about making these changes, about leaving behind the old, the past, starting fresh, like how there's a plant here growing. If you've been counting your days of recovery, days of independence, days of forming new habits, whatever it is, that's something to be proud of. Don't take your wins for granted. Some of you might have landed a new job, a new client that's huge, a new opportunity that connects you to clients or education. You could be starting fresh in a whole new environment, new location, new home. And some of you might have recently found a habit, or sorry, not a habit, a hobby. I don't know why I just lost my word again. This happened in pile 1 and now it happened here. You might have found a new habit. Okay, so yeah, habits actually works in here, or hobby as well. A new interest. That's totally something to be grateful for because it wakes you up every day, keeps you going, it fills in time. And whatever you're not good at, whatever you're completely new at, this sort of serves as like breadcrumbs. It'll lead you toward figuring out your path, as long as you go about it with curiosity rather than comparison. Although if you're just starting out, then there's no need for comparison. And if it totally is a hobby, then there's no worry over perfecting anything. You'll enjoy the processes more. But I do see that there is some like hidden skill or some interest that you think is nothing, but you're actually quite good at it. You could have even been working on this for a while. It just brings you personal joy, and therefore has like high craftsmanship and details. I'm feeling a lot of mystery in your life right now. As for blessings you can expect in your future, we have the Chariot reversed, the King of Wands reversed, 4 of Wands, and the Tower. Tower is about changes. It's all the excitement from a life that's quite busy. You'll be doing this and that and this, more on your terms of where, when, how, and with who. As you can see in the card here, it's quite a frightening image, but this is your future blessings. So it's the message that facing your fears head on leads to celebrations and a high potential for a divine union that is shown here with these 2 cards. I do also see that there could be like a false connection you think is the one, someone that promises you the world and disappoints, someone that tries to cover for their destructive and improper actions with that promise. But no pretty words about a happy future makes up for anyone's disrespect. So besides the red flags being the disrespect with actions and words, it's also someone that doesn't show up, someone avoidant, or if not disrespectful to you, they might be disrespectful to others, someone controlling that tries to get in the way of your goals or diminishes your goals. The right person will want to plant seeds with you and see them grow, to work on them together. Patiently, you'll feel safe around them. And another blessing I see is that amidst all the wild days, busy schedules, and constant interactions, moments of peace and pause are also gifts from the universe for you to enjoy time with your loved ones, whether it's in friendship, in marriage, or in a community. And the last blessing I actually see as well is that some of you might want to leave this all behind. All the excitement, like you wanted that experience and you needed it, to benefit your independence and foundation as an adult. But I feel like some of you prefer the slow, quiet, minimalist life and might even get one of those little houses or go off-grid. But now let's see what makes you powerful. Ooh, okay. So we got 2 cards here for you. They are enlightenment and gateway. The enlightenment card is about waking up and opening your own doors. Waking up when you feel you've hit rock bottom or you can't see a way out. You have that ability to catch things. You're aware. Even if you might fall into the rat race cycle or zombie mode, you're able to get out and create a new path for yourself. There's a term I hear in the spiritual community that I feel is what you can totally do, which is timeline jumping or timeline shifting, reality shifting. And this is what makes you unstoppable, where every 5 or 10 years, you're living a totally different life and people don't even recognize you. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick-a-card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hi, Group 3. So you chose this moon card from the Light Seers Tarot deck. And now we're going to be looking at your life challenges, lessons, blessings, and what makes you powerful. So in life challenges, we have the cards 7 of Pentacles and Ace of Swords reversed. What I see from this is that you have a lot of ideas and projects you want to work on, or you have goals you're striving for, and it seems that there's a lot of stagnancy throughout your path. Perhaps you're constantly checking in, you're constantly doubting yourself, doubting if you're on the right path. Perhaps I wanted to say plan because you doubt your plans, or you struggle to really grasp how to achieve your dreams, how to make things happen. Where do you go to find connections? Who do you talk to? Where do you find resources? Maybe you're one of the people that struggles with the internet or social media. It's hard to learn, you're impatient with it, you'd rather be more in real life, in nature, and touching and making things rather than being online, being plugged in and typing, watching a screen. The online world could become overwhelming. Today's world could be overwhelming to you in many aspects, like how to get a job, how to date and find love. And so you retreat because you might feel like you're suffocating, drowning, or you can't catch your breath. As in this specific moon card here, where the woman has fallen into the water and she has this feeling that is a bit like giving in, or a loss of hope, a loss of faith. So many unknowns, so many variables, changes, you can't really keep up. That feels like the challenge, the major challenge for you is understanding how today's world works, how people work. And so I do see here with this card being in your lessons that you're learning, or that you've learned, we have the Magician. And this is the card of resourcefulness, of manifestations, of flowing with life, working with it to achieve your goals. These two images actually look similar here. Look at this. So here we have, or actually, yeah, both of them have their hands right here. And then the other one is over here. And they're alchemizing, they're creating, they're doing some magic. Both of them looking down at their creations, but one of them is working with the earth and the other one is working with the galaxies, with portals and water and light codes. Sure, you might not understand this world and things like trends and pop culture, slang, things like that, but you seem to have a different type of understanding that comes easier to you. So you're learning how to hone in on these gifts, on these talents to recreate your reality. Some of you perhaps did study magic or astrology, herbology, biology, different sciences. And I feel that your life, you really try to simplify it. Since everything around you is so chaotic, you really try your best to be focused and calm. Some of you perhaps even had an even higher mindset, a higher wisdom, more advanced intellect that caused you to be bored at school. And now you're really in deep, really in the zone, highly knowledgeable and skilled, experienced in your interests. Then for what you'll be learning in the future still, we have here the Seven of Swords and Queen of Cups. The Seven of Swords is perhaps about like holding back information. I kind of feel like you have the vibe of the people that you're so excited about what you learned that you want to tell everybody, but then not everybody understands, or it's just not their thing, or they're insecure, they feel dumb, and then they react from that trigger that has nothing to do with you. So you'll need to learn to separate yourself from those energies. See, look at these crows squawking about, and then here this queen, very calm and collected. Rather than drowning, she is above the water and she's working with it. This could be about learning to transmute energy so that whatever you receive, you're not absorbing it, but you're able to turn it into light energy and then send it back. So it's about awareness over who is actually listening, who is actually interested, and who you can just walk away from rather than waste your time. This is also about privacy. Not everyone needs to know your business. And perhaps some of you do actually turn what you consider your weaknesses into your career and income, which could consist of privacy with technology or becoming FBI, CIA, as you learn about people and work your way up. Some of you might actually pursue a career about a certain animal that you deeply care about, like you love learning about different bird types and their impact on the environment, or marine life, or predator-prey relationships, or you have a deep appreciation for all animal life, all beings on Earth, so you could go on exclusive missions and studies to raise awareness about animals near extinction. Wow, you're quite an intriguing group of Pisceans. Pretty specific too, so I hope this is resonating. Now for blessings you can be grateful for already. Here we have Four of Cups, King of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles reversed. I definitely sense that some of you are volunteering, and that's totally something to be grateful for, because either many people don't have the time and resources, financial ability to volunteer, or even if this is still a difficult journey for you, what you do is much needed on Earth. What you do is contributing so much more than you could imagine. Some days might be tougher than others to really believe this, but every now and then you'll see a sign. You'll experience moments with people and animals that do show you you're in the right place. Some of you, I see you've been working on your body, because here we have this person with, he's not big, but he has some muscular structure. It looks like he worked on his body, on toning it, strengthening it. And then here as well, the King of Wands, to me feels strong, like the lion. A strong, healthy leader that can live for many, many years. So be grateful for your body, your strength. And for those of you with muscle, be grateful that you can lift things. Some of you perhaps also haven't had any financial support or a place you can call home and feel safe. But instead of focusing on what you don't have or didn't have, look at where it got you. I feel that you have Leo energy that does not give up. Leo energy that can achieve any goals you have in mind. You push through, you're heard, you're taken serious because you worked for this. Basically, you worked your butt off. No one is just giving you what you have. And that doesn't mean that those people are less than, but that is most definitely something to be proud of. Now for blessings you can expect in your future, we have the Two of Pentacles. And with this, we have the rest of your cards reversed. These two plus the back of the deck. These are the King of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is what they look like. And yeah, they're all reversed. So what I see from this is that your future right now could be you're undecided, or like you feel that you don't really want to think about it. You might not even resonate with traditional life paths and choices. So basically, what I see is that it is your choice whether you want a family or not. It is available to you to meet someone, have multiple kids, pets, a library, nice decorations, and retire at the comfort of your privacy. But that does not mean these blessings are what you want. So you don't need to feel the pressure to get them. Life is on your terms. If you want to stay single the rest of your life, that is totally great. That is a blessing you can expect, where on a daily basis, you get to choose where you go, what to do, who you do it with, what you spend on. There won't be people yapping at you, telling you what to do or asking for anything. You can even go out and live in the desert or a mountain or a forest where you get to live out the rest of your years in peace, knowing you achieved all your goals you set out to do. And now let's look at what makes you powerful. Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. Yes, we have the Patience card. And look at this free roaming type of bird here. I'm not sure what type of bird it is, but this bird travels, sightsees. It can join a flock and flow with the universe, the winds, nature. With this Patience card, I feel your attention to detail, your diligence, your craftsmanship, quality, your focus. That is what makes you powerful. And senses you develop through struggles or your limits. Skills to navigate life as peacefully as possible. Prepared. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick a card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos, since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hi Group 4 Pisceans, so you chose this moon card from the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And now we're going to look into what are your life challenges, lessons, and blessings. And also what makes you powerful. Alright, before I get started with your cards, I do want to note that when I got this card out of the deck, it was actually reversed. And what I get from that immediately about you is that either you completely pushed away any type of like spiritual, psychic, supernatural gifts. You could have been conditioned out of them to live more in reality. Some of you might have had one of those childhood friends that only you see. I'm not sure what the term is for this. Or you could have been a part of a community that you didn't really resonate with because of their beliefs. For some of you, even kind of, unfortunately, being cult-like environments. So you grew up wanting to escape your childhood and these memories, all of that trauma, leave it all behind. Whether you escaped through drugs and alcohol, or you escaped by being like a workaholic, or you escaped by striving to sort of live a picture-perfect life in your control, like no detail unaccounted for. So I do see here that in your challenges, having the Magician and Three of Pentacles actually shows what you've achieved throughout your life, even if that has been challenging. Perhaps people don't know about your past. All they know is you're hardworking, you're exemplary, You're talented and involved, and anyone can come to you with high expectations. So I do see here that with having the World card in your lessons, you tend to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you could be learning to also value yourself, to be proud of your achievements, value your body, mind, and soul, value your needs. You might have experienced full circle moments in life where you cross paths with anyone that has hurt you in the past, shunned you, stepped on you, and now you're the one that is leading, you're the one they go to for orders or for help. And with how we have such a beautiful wreath surrounding this woman here, which is flying, by the way, you could have learned about standing up for yourself, setting up boundaries so that you can strive for big dreams, not dim yourself, without letting anyone's toxic energies cross you and confuse you. In fact, at the beginning of your reading, for some reason, this song came to my mind, the one called Toxic by Britney Spears. Some of you perhaps are showstoppers, show entertainers, some type of visual entertainment where you have the crowds at the grasp of your hands. And as you grow older, year after year, you're learning to let go of any restrictions, any control, to be your authentic self and flow more with what life basically kind of like throws at you. You use that and you turn it into something. So what I see with lessons you'll be learning in the future, we have here Queen of Wands reversed and Strength. This feels like you'll still be dealing with some people from your past towards your future. Could be also a mother figure where you're learning to work with them and perhaps even tame them. Because in this Queen of Wands, we have the symbolism here of lions. And then the lion she has here, she's holding that lion down, covering it in beautiful flowers. So you might want to keep certain people in your life, show them perhaps the love they didn't show you, the kindness they didn't show you, or be like that with anyone that disrespects you. The main theme of the Strength card is about taming your fears, keeping your fears at bay so that you can live life as authentically you as possible. But I'm also getting here quite a specific message that perhaps some of you want to be a leader by example, and you're learning how to actually do this without pressuring anyone, without micromanaging and taking control. Like that one fish metaphor of catching a fish versus teaching or something. Like rather than shoving fish down people's throats because you want them to survive, you teach them how to survive. You teach them how to fish. Then for what you can be grateful for now, we have the Empress card reversed, the Five of Wands, and Six of Wands reversed. So these are quite complicated cards here because both the Empress and the Six of Wands are positive cards, but they're reversed. And then the Five of Wands technically is about confrontations, complications, perhaps arguments, drama. But so I'm seeing that you actually thrive in competitive environments. Unlike for some people where they feel drained and then they need alone time to recover, you're great amidst all the action. You can think on your toes, you can bounce off ideas. And although you very easily achieve leadership positions, it's natural for you to build things from the ground up and direct people. It's not something that you need, and you might even have the option to not lead, to say no, the power to say no. Some of you do, I do sense that you could have an entourage or like a team of assistants that you can delegate from the sidelines. I sense that you're someone that questions things, you debate, and you could compartmentalize your life where work is at work, home is at home. So with how we do have the two cards here reversed, which are supposed to be positive cards, there's what I said earlier about taking what the world, what life gives you, throws at you, and making the best of it, making something out of it, turning it into your benefit. And some of you could be the type of person that leads, but more so behind the scenes or like with a pseudonym. So all the debates and conversations around what you create aren't directed at you. Oh, and something else I see is also that some of you perhaps haven't achieved all of your goals, haven't reached the level of success that you've envisioned, and so you could be triggered by people that try to help you. Although you might have support around you, you could be reactive because deep down you're mad and disappointed at yourself. But see, this being pointed out here in what you can be grateful for now shows that you need a mindset shift. Rather than being insecure about support, thank the universe for all of this abundance. It might not look like abundance, but that's what it is. Since not everyone might have what you have. I mean, think about how millionaires basically are fed gold spoons. That's why their family lines are in cycles of thriving. You might not have what they have, but you have what others don't. And looking at your life differently will flow manifestations your way easier. Now for blessings you can be grateful for in your future. Here we have the Knight of Cups, Five of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, and 10 of Swords. So with these, I do see that difficulty here, the stress, a mind buzzing, sleepless nights, which I would usually advise against because overexerting our energies does lead to burnout. But for you, I see that you have coping mechanisms and certain tools and techniques that you use to recover your energy. So you're able to be on a roll and have a long life where your mind stays clear, focused, active, your ideas don't stop, you're still creating, you're still writing, and you can even retire but then jump back in whenever you choose. Knight of Cups is not only about romantic proposals, but it's also about loyal admirers and opportunities that bring you that blessed feeling. See, with having the Five of Cups right next to it, the Five of Cups is about regrets, and being reversed shows you overcome that. As your life progresses, you'll come to learn why everything happens the way it does. You'll be grateful for the path you lived no matter how it deviated and what obstacles you had to face. Some of you might actually completely turn your life around in the sense of a spiritual path, giving up all of your belongings to care for the sick, the poor, the voiceless. I almost see you disappearing from the world because of the Queen of Cups being reversed, where people will wonder what you're up to. And some of you might do this after you invent something quite interesting, like a clean water system, or a way to clean our oceans, or to detox the body, something that has to do with cleansing and with water and healing. So if you have something like this in mind, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. This could feel like your final achievement, like you've done it all, and that's why you decide to go off grid in a sense. To only rejoin the world when you feel inspired and surrounded by those that accept your authentic self, those that resonate and uplift each other. And before I forget, at the back of the deck, you did have the High Priestess. So this also shows the energy I was feeling in the beginning of the reading. With your powerful connection to source, to self, where some of you could decide that at some point in your life you do want to do something with that. Build a product or service that revolves around spirituality, gods and goddesses, witchcraft, other worlds, or other types of knowledge that is not available to the masses. And it shows that your skills are highly sought after. But now, let's look at what actually makes you powerful. So, we have the card here, Change. I love this for you. All right, so this is about riding the bandwagon, riding the balloon, the unicorn, the whatever, the wave of life. You're not someone that stays put. You're not someone that stays small. You have a growth mindset rather than a fixed mindset. You're unafraid of change and adventures. And that is what makes you powerful. So, what stood out to you in the reading and what did you resonate with? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you click like, subscribe, and share the video with someone you would like to wow too. For more pick-a-card readings or videos that can spark your creativity and courage in pursuing your dreams, I've created specific playlists in my channel and linked videos I recommend in the description. You might also want to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos, since YouTube no longer shows you all your subscriptions. Thanks for watching and see you next time!